Hello everyone, my name is Jonathan Parks. I am a student at Oakland University in the nursing department. This assignment is Nurse NRS 4571 and I have Dr. Linda Polly-Drawland as my instructor. As of today, it is 4/18/2026. In this presentation, I shall speak about the existing problem, which is whether a BSN which is a bachelor's degree in nursing, should be required to become an entry-level nurse. I have chosen specific articles in assignment number 7 to summarize the points of view introduced in my chosen source and assign articles. We will compare articles and provide my professional opinion with the help of evidence-based supports. 2 article identifications are Hall S 2024 Entry-Level Education for RNs. The source is discussion of whether the BSN should become necessary for entry-level registered nurses. Besides this source, I also have consulted 2 articles needed for the assignment. Laster KB Sloan, DM McCow, MD Porat, DJ, and Aiken LH. Those are listed as changes in proportion of bachelor's nurses associated with improvement in patient outcomes. Lastly, Porat, Delha-Roach, J. Aiken, LH, Lassater, KB, Sloan, DM, McHow, MD, which is listed as variations in nursing bachelorette education and 30-day inpatient surgical mortality rates. I have also studied the Nurse.com blog report on the state of New York in its legislation of the BSN and 10 to gain other professional background. Sue Hall, my chosen assignment number 7, writes against the concept of automatically requiring a BSN for entry-level nursing. Hall reacts to studies that associate BSN training with decreased mortality rates after surgeries and claims that this argument has occurred numerous times already. According to Hall, the ADN, diploma, and BSN programs have equal requirements in nursing credits, and the distinction in the latter is the courses and general education. Hall believes that nursing performance is not determined by the degree, but rather by the quality of education, personal commitment to excellence, and experience in the field. Lassater and colleagues in their turn introduce evidence that hospitals in which have a higher percentage of BSN nurses report better patient outcomes. Their article helps to argue that more BSN education for nurses will lead to safer, higher quality patient care. Porat, Delha-Roach et al. Discovered that hospitals had more BSN prepared nurses had reduced 30-day inpatient mortality in surgical operations. According to their study, BSN education is correlated with better patient outcomes, better thinking, better leadership among nurses, and their capacity to resolve complex clinical scenarios. In New York, there's an implementation of the law of BSN in 10, which obligates any RN to have their BSN within 10 years of their first licensure. Another similarity is that each of the sources are devoted to connection between nursing education and the quality care of patients. All sources focus on answering the significant question of how will the impact of patient care be impacted by the degree of the nurse. Their conclusions, however, are the main difference. Hall holds that the degree is not significant determination of performance, but he insists on the quality of education, involved commitment, and experience. Lassater and Porat, Delha-Roach et al. Conclude that larger percentage of BSN prepared nurses indicates that an increase in patient outcomes and as a reduced mortality rates. The other divergence is the type of evidence applied. The source created by Hall is a short argumentative piece, whereas the selected articles are research papers that are based on data and analysis. The given articles are therefore more convincing in terms of assessing the necessity of the BSN to be mandatory to enter the nursing practice. Hall is generally more practical, evidence-based in the argument, whereas the assigned articles are more outcome-based research in favor of BSN preparation. Due to the evidence, I think that the entry-level degree in nursing should be a BSN, or at least completed in a fixed number of years from following licensure. I realize that dedication, quality education, experience, as Hall argues, does matter. I concur that these factors are important in the nursing practice. The qualities of the nurse needed are experience, compassion, and dedication towards learning. The evidence of research carried out in the designated articles offers more solid basis to make a decision since it relates BSN preparation to improve patient outcomes. The modern healthcare setting is growing more complicated. Nurses are to provide direct, utilize evidence-based practice, communicate in their interdisciplinary teams, enhance quality improvement, and engage in quality clinical judgment, making quick changes depending on your situation. It is stated that BSN education will better prepare you for these functions as a nurse. They believe that the training as a BSN will provide more in-depth critical thinking, leadership, community health knowledge, and research application. The provided articles demonstrate that the mortality rates and patient outcomes are lower in the hospitals with BSN prepared nurse. I do not think that this reduces the worth of an associate degree nurse. A large number of them are well qualified and seasoned. These are the reasons why I believe the BSN ought to be entry level. Conclusion: the controversy regarding entry-level education in nursing is still relevant for the future of the profession. My chosen sources hold the vital role of the nursing performance. The necessary research article offers more significant proof that increased number of BSN prepared nurses links to better patient outcomes and reduced mortality rates. Based on the analysis, the BSN must be the entry-level degree. Thank you for your time and consideration.